Today I am going thrifting. As a booth owner, yes, I'm trying to keep my inventory reasonable, but I have to keep shopping because things are selling. So when things are selling, you have to keep restocking the booth. And I'm always on the hunt for the seasonal and unique too. I know there's been a lot of discussion here in the comments about making sure you're always kind of looking for the good stuff. And I want to make sure my booth has that too. So I'm hitting some local stores, and honestly, I had a no buy going on and I really haven't been thrifting very much. So I'm curious to see what I'm going to find. What am I looking for today? Obviously the unique. I am also looking for vintage old rugs. I have a plan for that, but I'm not sure I'm going to find them here today, but you never know. And I guess a whole bunch of smaller items, smaller artwork, that kind of stuff is selling. I'm going to keep away from kitchen. I have a lot of that. I do sell a lot of unique utensils, so I'm always looking for that. I'm also looking for some vintage textiles, like curtains and tablecloths and things. So let's see what I find. The weather in Michigan has been so hot, so it's a good day to go thrifting and air conditioning. And while I am there, I am going to grab a cart and also check out the daily sales. This store has different colors on sale and I always forget, so I take a picture of it and put it on my phone. 99 cents, that was a deal. These little statues are actually having quite a comeback, so I'm going to put that into my cart. Stay tuned to the end to see what else I pick up. I will show you everything. I am shocked that the prices everywhere are just going up. I mean, that was $10 for that little birdhouse. Good news is the store also always has holiday items out all year long. And I really like that because I don't have to wait. I can always look for the good stuff. I'm not sure about stocking up for Easter just yet, but I am looking for fall and Christmas if I find anything cool and vintage. I'm also looking for greenery. Really could use it. Not gonna pay $5 for it though. Lots of Christmas. $3. I think I might get that. $0.49. $2. Besides greenery and floral being a must-have in my booth, it just makes everything prettier. I'm also checking out the bag walls. Never know what you're gonna find. This store has furniture scattered throughout, and I did actually pick up a few pieces. $6. Oh yeah, we're getting this. 79 cents. With Halloween around the corner and the fact that I just picked up a whole bunch of test tubes at the flea market, that test tube rack is coming home with me for a fun project. Cool live edge. And I know some people are talking about brass already having its moment, but it's always been a good seller for me, especially planters like this, so I'm definitely going to pick it up. I also look for unique display pieces, and this is like a towel bar, but I have some ideas for my booth. Stay tuned, you might see this used in a future video. And I always love brass candlesticks, but these were not brass, just painted to look that way. Oh, I found a match. $4 each. And they're all scratching. What is this one? Joy. Ooh. She's kind of creepy. Why is she $12? Hmm. Obviously, she was old, and I didn't Google her, but maybe she's worth something. You'll have to comment down below if I missed out on this. Remember, the next thing on my list was artwork. I'm always looking for small artwork. I can put it anywhere. I can layer it, and it always sells pretty well for me. I looked around. A lot of these were fairly new, so I didn't see too much today. But I did see this. It was like copper of some sort. Very unique piece, but not exactly what I was looking for. And I have to check out furniture, especially if it's sturdy. This was $30, but it really wasn't anything special. So I kept looking. There are a lot of great furniture pieces here for your home if you are searching for stuff and the prices are right. If you can find the color on sale, you can really get a steal. And I love when something catches my eye from across the way. I was dashing for this sweet little writing desk. The color is quite bright and the paint job really is not the best, so I might repaint the outside of it. But this was such a cute piece. I knew I had to take it home. There were other good things. It's just I have to limit myself and really decide what priorities I have. There was a little kid's writing desk, $25. I already have quite a few, so I passed. Off to the tchotchke aisle. This one had some dings, but I really liked the tulip piece. And one of the things I always do is check all of the shelves. And I'm so grateful today that I did. I go down low. There was this piece, I think it was oven bake, but you know, I'm not really interested in that right now. Have a lot of kitchen items. I'm going to keep looking all of the aisles and on the bottom. It's sometimes good to move things around so you can find stuff. This sweet little vase was hiding. I really liked that it was hand painted, and cobalt is always a good color. Since we're talking about blue, blue and white is also hot, and these plates at less than $2 each are going to be really fun to display in my booth, maybe as a plate wall, which is the current trend right now. Now, some of you might not see the vision in this next piece, and I just did immediately. This cabinet, I know, is dated and yucky, but it was quite a steal. Glass shelves, working light, $100, but it was green. That's what the G stands for, so it was 75% off. That is $25 for a display piece. So I took this home with me, and stay tuned. I'm going to show you the makeover. You're not going to believe how this piece turned out. I know I don't need kitchen items. I know I really don't need glassware or dishes, but I can't help myself. And these were absolutely beautiful, hand-painted, like Bavarian dishes. I also spotted a mismatched set of Homer Laughlin dishes. Loved the yellow. I think today is the day for yellow with that other piece. Also always finding crystal. It hasn't been selling really well, so I did pass. But look, my basket is piling up, and so was my van. So what do you do when your van is almost full? You go to another thrift store. Now, I don't know about you, but usually when I go thrifting, sometimes I will hit big at one place and then I can't find anything else the whole day. That is not what happened here, though. I love a good dress form, but this one was $80. I also saw these. I thought they might be good for display. They weren't too bad. They were $45 for the set, but really kind of rickety. I'm also still loving like the Ralph Lauren vibe. I found the sweet pillow. Whenever you find one good pillow, it's always a good idea to search around to see if you can find another. They usually come in pairs. I got lucky. I'm just really loving the dark floral. Also loving that vintage dress. That's going to look good in a mannequin. And I was just finding so many good things. Anything that's handmade is really having its moment. And this little end table was a little bit pricey along with some of the other items, so I did pass. You have to be smart when you are shopping for your booth. Loved the look of this, but it was a sewing machine table, and frankly, Nobody needs those, so I did pass on it. These chairs were great, only 3, so there's that, and they weren't priced, and I already had a lot of furniture in my car. In fact, look at the cart. So many items, but I still kept looking just to make sure I didn't miss something. And I'm glad I did, because today was just one of those days when I was on a streak. I never find green-handled kitchenware. This pottery, I had never seen something like this before. Blue and white, very hot. Pottery's been really hot for me too. And of course, in the tchotchke aisle, I was finding a lot of the usual suspects, like the instant collections and some of the broken rogue little items that don't match. These little month angels were very cute, so were the birthday girls, but those are not good sellers, so I decided to leave them. I did pick up something I probably shouldn't. I'm kind of obsessed with carved wood things, and this guy, $1.29, how could I pass him up? He was just so cool. Sometimes you need things that just make you happy in your booth. I'm sure you remember that giant curio cabinet that I picked up at the first thrift store. Probably a lot of you were saying, why on earth is Christina buying that? Having the right display piece is so important in this business, and I like to sell my pieces too. That wire on the front really was cool, and I could, because I've been doing this for a while, I could actually see the finished product. Plus, it already had a light and glass shelving, so the light would go all the way down through the piece and light it up really well. Wait till you see this makeover. And here is that china cabinet that I got home. You could see me in the reflection. So excited to bring it home and get started on it. I know some people wouldn't pick something up like this, but I think once you see the transformation, you might be looking for them yourself. I'm starting off with DIY paint, which is a clay-based paint, all natural, sticks to anything, no prep is needed. I am giving this a coat of paint. This is Little Black Dress from DIY Paint. The coverage is amazing. And now it was time to let it dry. I did take the glass out, and I realized I really like this piece without the glass, so I don't think I'm going to put it back in to sell the piece. I know there'll probably be discussions in the comments below, but I think this is a smart move, and I really like how it looks. Next coat of paint, I'm going to be using DIY Paint Cottage Color Anvil. Now, this is also a black. This is paint and top coat in one. So I'm actually doing a time saver. Instead of painting another coat of paint and then a top coat, I'm getting it all done at one time. And if you need paint or products for your next project, you can visit my booth at Plaza Antiques and Collectibles Mall in Lincoln Park, Michigan, or shop online at shoptheturnedleg.com, and I'll mail it right to your door. Let's take a look at all of the items that I found. It was an epic thrift haul, and I am just so excited to show everything to you. And not everything I thrift is to be resold. A lot of these items are going to be display pieces. The test tube rack is a project piece. The bookend needs a little bit of repair just because it's not standing straight. So those are the project pieces that I will be working on to get them ready for my booth. Remember that other piece of furniture I found, that yellow desk? I will be giving it a full makeover too. And if you want to see what I'm doing with it and how it will be transformed, you want to head over to Facebook. I actually have a Facebook page, The Turned Like, and Instagram, but I go live every week, usually on Facebook, and show you all of my latest projects. So if you enjoyed that, make sure you go over there too to check it out. Keeping to my new rules that I've set for myself, all of the items except for the yellow writing desk, but the china cabinet and all of the smaller items have already been added to my booth at Plaza Antiques and Collectibles Mall in Lincoln Park, Michigan. Let's take a look at how that china cabinet turned out. As I mentioned, I did decide to leave the glass out. I also cleaned up the hardware with a little barkeeper's friend, and it was looking just like new. I took it to my booth, and here is the finished result. Thank you for joining me on the thrift haul. Whether you are just a shopper of vintage things or a booth owner, I am so glad you are here. Stay here on this channel for upcoming videos. I am planning on answering some of your big questions like how big really is your booth? And giving my booth a little makeover. You kind of saw a little sneak peek because that china cabinet I put in is a part of the makeover. So stay tuned for that. Now get out there to salvage, repurpose, and create.